What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Mika Chanel, back with another edition of Mika Chanel is Just Saying. We're talking about The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 6, Episode number 15. The season is almost over, you guys. What do you think about this season so far? It's been a little disappointing to me, I think. But anyways, before we get into this episode, please subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, all right? Click subscribe right now. I'll wait. All right, thank you. Anyways, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 6, Episode number 15. We open up with Erica. She's getting prepared for her dinner party. She's getting her hair and makeup done, and Yolanda calls her. And Yolanda says that she's too sick to attend the party. She can't make it or whatever. Which she did look a little sick, but then later in the episode, we learned that she had actually on that same day went to lunch with Kim and Brandy. And it's like, okay, well, are you sick or aren't you? Like, if you didn't have a lot of energy, I would have thought that you would have saved up your energy to go to your friend's dinner party that night. But maybe she just didn't want to be around the other ladies and everything like that. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards, more so than she just didn't feel up to coming. You know what I mean? Anyway, so basically Erica is having this dinner party because she wants to introduce her husband Tom to everyone. She said at the same time, so everybody can meet him, which is kind of cute. The dinner party didn't end that cute though, did it? Oh my god, I got a pimple, you guys. Oh my gosh. Anyways, let me not get on my skin. So for some reason, so the ladies start arriving, and they have someone passing around hors d'oeuvres, and Catherine and Lisa Rinna are standing there talking, and the lady's like, well, do you want whatever the hors d'oeuvre was that she was passing out? And then for some reason Catherine starts saying, Lisa Rinna doesn't eat and this and that. And then they do a flashback of when they were at, was it Catherine's house? When they were in Palm Springs, and Catherine had mentioned something to Lisa Rinna then about an eating disorder. I don't know why Catherine likes to tease Lisa Rinna about this. I just think I don't think she even said that she likes to get a reaction out of people, but I think that's just like really bad taste. I mean, if the woman really does have an eating disorder, throwing it up in her face is only going to make it worse. I don't think she has an eating disorder. I think she's just very, very thin, and maybe she doesn't eat a lot, but whatever. I don't know. I don't know why Catherine thinks that's funny. I'm not really sure why. But anyways, so they all sit down to have dinner, and of course Catherine starts rubbing everyone the wrong way. She brings up, I don't know who brought it up first. I don't know if it was Lisa or Catherine, or somehow they get on the whole subject of, no, they were just talking at first about, Catherine was just saying like, she can be a little abrasive. She can be, people's accused her of being loud. And I'm like, girl, really? Are you sure about that? And then she tells Erica, I want to get to know you. I want you to open up, and when you like push me away because of what I said to Lisa, that just makes me want to, open you up a little bit more, which is a little bit weird or whatever. And Erica's like, girl, calm down. Let's just let this happen naturally. And all this time, Erica's husband is looking like, Tom, he's just looking like, what the hell's going on with these women? What the fuck have I gotten myself into? Okay. And then they Catherine is just being a little, a little rude to everyone. And then Tom, tries to talk and get a word in. And Catherine's just like, no, hold up. I'm not done talking. Lisa Rinna is sitting over there. She's embarrassed. She's like, she just wants to disappear. And then somehow, I think it was Lisa Vanderpump that brought it up. Like, we just want to get to know you, Erica. She's like, people have accused me of being, guarded, and they say that's a little controlling. And Erica's like, well, I don't know why that would be such a bad thing, and then somehow they bring up the whole little web thing, and Catherine running back and telling Lisa what she said or whatever. And Catherine feels like it wasn't done in a negative way. And then Tom jumps in and he's like, well, sometimes people take things that are said out of context, you know, and Lisa tries to say something, but then he cuts Lisa off, and then Ken then jumps in and is like, hey, hold up. You're acting like a judge right now. You're just a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? You need to slow your roll a little bit. Don't talk to my wife like that. It's basically what he was trying to say. So basically, the whole dinner party was a mess, okay? It was just a mess. I think it was completely Catherine's fault. I'm not really sure why she was acting the way she was acting at the dinner party. I mean, I guess she was doing that, like she said, just to get a reaction from Erica and everybody else, but it just wasn't really cool, you know, like just enjoy the evening. You know, she's just really came through, she's came onto this show and just, like, I don't know, she needs to just kind of sit back and observe, you know what I mean? Instead of like always trying to force herself on people. That's kind of my take on, you know, on Catherine. I don't think she's, you know, being mean like Lisa Rinna said. She doesn't think that Catherine has any malicious intent. It's more just, you know, pull it back a little bit, girl. Pull it back just a little bit, you know, and let things happen. Let people get a word in, you know, first of all. You know, Catherine, she just needs to kind of calm down just a little bit. Anyway, so Erica is completely embarrassed at the end of the night. And the next day, I'm assuming, she goes over to Kyle's. They play a little game. I thought it was tennis. Kyle called it something else. I'm not really sure what she called it. I didn't write it down. But then they sit down and have, you know, a little snack or whatever. And they talk about Kyle possibly opening up a shop in Dubai, which would be awesome and pretty cool. I would love to go to Dubai. Anyways, and then, you know, she asks Erica how the dinner party went. Erica's like, it was a disaster. She tells her, you know, all of the things that went down. And she was saying that her husband is very upset with her. And then Kyle's like, why is he upset with you? And Erica's just kind of like, you know, I'm not allowed to act in that way, you know, and I normally don't act in that way around him. And I'm sitting there like, you're not allowed to act in what way, girl? You're a grown-ass woman. I mean, what the hell? What's that deal? You know, I mean, I know your husband is like old enough to be your dad, but he's not your dad. He's your husband, you know, and I wouldn't even have repeated that. Like, I'm not allowed to act in this way. No. I would have kept that to myself, okay? Even if that's how you like to live your life, I don't know if I would have been able to admit something like that. And first of all, second of all, I wouldn't dare let my husband dictate anything that I can say. You know, he might tell me, oh, you're being a little loud right now. You know, I might tone it down, but don't say you're not allowed to say this or act this way. That's a little crazy. Anyway, so at the same time this is going on, Catherine is at a little boutique with her husband, and she's like giving him the rundown of what happened and just saying how the ladies feel like she needs to soften up a bit. And he's kind of interested, but it looks like he's more interested in trying on his clothes or whatever. And he's just like, you know what, you can be a little brute at times, a little rough, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, well, I'm gonna try and soften up. And he just kind of gives her a little pat like you do with kids, like, okay, so he can go on into the dressing room, you know, like dismissing her a little bit. I probably would have too, because I'd have been like, I don't want to hear about this bullshit. Anyways, then in the next scene we see Lisa Rinna and Eileen. They meet at the beach, you know, take a little walk along the beach. They discuss, you know, what's going on Young and the Restless a little bit, and then they move on to the night of Yolanda's dinner party. And so Eileen is still feeling some kind of way about Lisa Rinna, saying that she doesn't feel that Lisa Vanderpump is manipulative. You know, she had said that at the dinner or whatever. And Lisa Rinna is just saying like, I just don't want to get on her bad side because I really like her, you know, and, you know, I guess that's the people pleaser in me. And she's just like, you know, but it's not true. She says she really does feel that LVP is a little manipulative, and she says that she feels like, with the whole Munchausen thing, she said that she probably would have never brought it up had Lisa not given her a call. Because I guess she was trying to say that Lisa, the LVP, and Kyle were kind of like calling each other and texting each other and kind of saying, you know, things about Yolanda in regards to her possibly not being sick or whatever. And so Lisa Rinna is just like, well, had, she not had those conversations with LVP and Kyle, then she probably would have never brought up the whole Munchausen conversation that she had with whoever it is she had it with, and Eileen is like a little thrown off by this. She's like, I can't believe that she is bringing Kyle and Lisa Vanderpump into this conversation right now, and, trying to throw it all off on them. And, so she just feels a little uneasy. And I'm like, okay, Eileen, whatever. Eileen's a little, I don't know. I'm not sure how to read her this season. Like, at first I thought she was finding her voice and she was, trying to get everybody to say things out in the open instead of like talking about things behind people's backs. But it just kind of seems like, I don't know. I just can't put my finger on it right now. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Eileen. I just feel like she wants to stay neutral, but at the same time, she does take sides. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on off of Eileen and what I think, because I have to get my thoughts together on that. Anyway, so they keep talking, and she's just saying that but she says that she feels like they're all being controlled by Yolanda's illness. And she feels like Yolanda is the most manipulative of everyone, I don't know if I feel like she's manipulative, the most manipulative of all of the women, but I definitely feel like she likes things to go her way, Yolanda does, and I think that what am I trying to say? I feel like she's just always feeling like she's got one up on everybody else, with her little smile and little smirk that she does, and just the little things that she does, like we'll see in the next scene with her and Kyle. I just feel like Yolanda, I don't know if I would say she's the most manipulative, but she definitely likes to have the upper hand over everyone else. And, when things come down on her, then she's like, oh, I've been sick for 3 years. Like, oh, I might have did this, but it's because I've been sick for 3 years, or, whatever. Like, I don't like that, But anyways, so that's kind of that scene with Lisa Rinna and Eileen. It wasn't, a whole lot, but Lisa Rinna definitely said a whole lot. And then this scene is when we learned that Yolanda had actually went out with Brandy and Kim earlier in the day of Erica's dinner party. And Eileen's like, well, maybe she shouldn't have gone out, but that's something that maybe, is a conversation. So that's probably something that Eileen's going to bring up at a later dinner party when they're all together. She likes to bring things up and stir the pot a little bit. Anyways, in the next thing we see Catherine, she goes to visit with her doctor about her hearing, because she says she's having the same feeling in it's her left ear that she can hear out of. She's saying that she's having the same feeling in that ear that she had in her other ear before she completely went deaf. I could not imagine not being able to hear out of both ears. Like, I could not imagine, I mean, out of one ear, both ears, just in general, I couldn't even imagine, like the quality of life, just, I mean, it's not like you can't live a good life, but at the same time, like, you need to hear, so I don't know, I couldn't even imagine going through anything like that. So, anyways, it wasn't really much to that scene. It was just kind of crazy that her doctor said that there was some machine or some like little plug she can put in her right ear, which is her bad ear, and it would like pull the sound in, but then pull it over to her good ear so she can still hear sounds that are coming from her right side, which I thought, like, wow, okay, they can do that. Modern science is something else, right? Anyway, so then we see Kyle. She goes to visit Yolanda, to kind of discuss the email. First, they talk about, I guess Yolanda had invited everyone to New York because she's about to be going to New York to receive an award from the, it's like a Lyme disease awareness or something like that. So she'll be receiving an award, and Kyle's like, thank you for inviting me. then they get into the whole email thing, and Kyle says that, you know, she feels like it was an issue between her and Yolanda, and she doesn't understand why Yolanda copied everyone. And Yolanda's like, well, I copied everyone because they were all there. And she's like, well, Lisa Rinna wasn't there, but she still got copied. And then Yolanda flips it around and is like, okay, well, I knew that she was going to eventually find out, so that's why I copied her as well. And I'm like, well, that's why you copied everyone, because you wanted everyone to hear or to read you call your so-called, you know, checking Kyle about whatever, you know. That was very passive aggressive to copy everyone on that email, and I don't think it was right, but whatever. Even if the other people did find out about the email, I don't think that she should have copied everyone. Anyway, so I'm not really sure what that conversation was for, because it doesn't seem like they resolved anything. I honestly don't really think that it needed to even be discussed. If I was Kyle, I would have just let it go and not even given it any, you know what I'm saying, any energy. I would have just been like, well, whatever, girl, you know, and just moved on. But I guess everybody's not like that. And, you know, Kyle wants people to like her, so, you know. Anyways, that's pretty much all that happened in that scene. So in the next scene, in the final scene, we see all of the ladies going to meet up at Kyle's. Not all of them, but majority of them. And they are going to be helping Mauricio's company and build a house. Not really building a house for Habitat for Humanity, but more rehabbing the house out in Watts. And you know, they're all like, this is gonna, you know, feel really good to do something to help out, to give back, because you remember in a couple of episodes ago they did the whole cycling thing to raise money. So they raised the money so then they can do, you know, put the money towards rehabbing this house. So it looks like, you know, a great project that they're all working on. I thought it was awesome that they were out there working, but of course they get a little catty. You know, Lisa Vanderpump and Kyle, they kind of keep talking about the whole web thing and, ooh, there's spiders over there. And that's really pissing Erica off, because Erica just wants to move on. She doesn't want people to make jokes about it. You know, she's still feeling some kind of way that Catherine went back and told what she said, and, you know, she doesn't like it. So Lisa Vanderpump, you know, mentions to Kyle that, you know, maybe they need to like tone those jokes down, because Erica's sense of humor is not like theirs or whatever. I mean, I don't really know why Erica's getting upset. I mean, she said it. She didn't necessarily say those words, but I mean, that's kind of what she meant. So I think she's just a little bit more embarrassed than upset, you know, about it. So anyways, then Eileen finally gets there, you know, just in time to stir the pot up. Stir it up, because her, Lisa Rinna, and Erica are talking about the whole situation. Eileen's like, let's just bring Catherine over here so y'all can hash it out. They pull Catherine over. Eileen is just like, what were your intentions on telling LVP what she said? And, you know, and Catherine, you know, she's not backing down. She's sticking to the fact that she didn't feel like there was anything wrong with her going back and telling LVP what, you know, what was said, that she feels like, you know, she wanted to get more information from Lisa and the other women as to why Erica would say that. And I'm like, girl, you did not. You already admitted that you wanted to get a reaction out of Erica, and you more so got a reaction. Well, you got a reaction out of Erica, and you also got a reaction from Lisa. So don't backpedal now, girl, and say, you know, you were just trying to get information from everybody to see why Erica would say that. Girl, bye. Go on with that mess, you know. And Erica's not buying it either. Erica's just like, you know, you really hurt a possible friendship that I could have with LVP. And, you know, Catherine finally apologizes to Erica. They hug it out. Erica's like, you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So she's going to give her a second chance. But if she does it again, then she's completely cutting her off, okay? And that's how it goes off. I don't think it was anything after that. Yeah, no, I think that's it. So that's basically how the episode goes off. I mean, I don't know. Catherine definitely should not have ran her mouth. Like I said, I'm glad she did, because it makes for good TV. It makes it a little more interesting, because the show's been pretty boring, you know. But I feel like all their seasons are pretty boring. I love the Beverly Hills Housewives, but more so because I like to look at their houses and see the trips that they go on. They go on the best trips, right? But yeah, Catherine's definitely adding a little bit of spice. She's definitely, I think, what the show needed to add a little drama without it being, like without the, you know, not so much the Brandy Glanville drama that kind of brings people to blows, you know. She's just more stirring the pot a little bit, and I kind of like it. At the same time, I wouldn't trust her ass though if I was Erica. If I was any of them women, I wouldn't trust her. She's like, if you tell me not to say something, then I won't say anything. I'm like, nobody should have to tell you not to say something. You're a grown ass woman. You know when something is going to really start some shit. Okay, so keep it to yourself unless you want to start some shit. Basically, is my thoughts on that. Anyway, tell me what you guys thought about episode number 15. I know this vlog is like super late. It's Saturday morning, but you know, I just could not get around to doing the vlogs this week. So I will be blogging about my wives. I'm about to go upstairs and take some more notes on the episode. It was the final episode of the series. Can you believe it? I can't, but it's over, you know. And so I'm gonna go upstairs and finish up my notes on that, and I'll come back with another vlog on my wives. Don't forget, like I said in the beginning, to subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, you guys, please stay real, stay safe, and stay tuned to Mika Chanel is just saying. Bye-bye.